victims can grow awfully tedious. Is it not better to nip the problem in the bud? I tried to get the temple guard to enter the sewers, alas, to no avail. So I took matters into my own hands.
At no charge. You damned idealists, ruining the money for us.
Hear that?
Been hearing it for a while. Draw your weapon.
Hey! Help! Help!
How you like that silver?
Give it to me straight, no sugarcoating.
Her wounds will heal, but it's her voice that concerns me. Surely you understand what a terrible blow that would be to a Trobritz. Enough to strip her of the will to live.
Any remedy for that?
I fear only your friend Dandelion can be of help on that count. Take the ladder. This is the place. Come, the quicker we take care of this, the better.
Why? Got somewhere to be?
Someone might disturb us. The coroner, for example. Or Reverend Nathaniel Pastodi. Very well. We seek the corpse of a dwarven woodcarver.
Looks like necrophages got to this one. Let's keep looking. Human. Wrong body type. Calluses on the fingers, sawdust in the beard, clothes sticky with sap. Must be our dwarf.
Excellent. I trust you don't grow weak in the knees at the sight of blood.
Not a bit. Start the up.
Where?
Let's look at his head. Hair smells like it's burnt.
Notice anything else? That his eyes have been scooped out, for instance?
Those burn marks I see in his eye.
Yes. And some great...
Murderer gouged out his eyes, then put burning coals in the sockets.
So it seems. Looking at the wounds, it appears our woodcarver was still alive when it happened.
Let's examine the mouth.
Just like Priscilla's.
See this? Incision made into the voice box.
Indeed, so thin as to be nearly unnoticeable.
A small, extremely sharp instrument. Scalpel.
But why? The wound is too small to bleed, and there are signs of swelling. The murderer...
Let's examine his torso.
What have we here? Deep wound on the...
Let's examine the chest wound. Yeah, heart carved out, wound cauterized.
Wait a minute, there's something else.
An egg from an amphibian. A salamander? Scorched but intact.
I attended some lectures in herpetology as a student. Afraid I don't recall any amphibians that would lay eggs in corpses.
Look at the scar. Wounds long and thin. An incision. But the edges are ragged.
Means nothing. Look, no swelling, no bruises. An old injury, perhaps.
Open the abdominal cavity.
Due warning, it will stink of rot.
Once fought a Zoogle up to my waist in sewage, so I doubt.
Formaldehyde. A medical novelty.
Explains why there's no smell of decay, and why his throat's scalded. Look at his hands. These welts. Rope burns, right? He was tied up.
I'd expect so. No one could sit through such torture unless bound.
Speaking from experience.
Yes, that of a victim. Spent a year...
Some other time, maybe. See anything interesting?
His right foot. The act...
Doesn't strike me as the right...
Apologies. We surgeons...
And... his genitals. We ought to...
I sincerely doubt they bear any relation to...
We'll see. Pull down...
syphilis, actually. Early stages. No su...
Think there could be a connection?
Only as the killer's potential motivation.
All right. Think I...
Enlighten me, please, because I've...
It's some kind of sick ritual. You saw it. Burns in the eye sockets.
A fire eternal.
It's a lead worth following.
Fabian Meyer. And I'm Hubert Reich, the coroner. I've come to perform the autopsy, but I see you've done it for me, Joachim. As always, you interfere where you're neither needed nor wanted. Drag others into trouble.
A student. Lifelong learner. Got a couple questions for you.
Very well, speak. But be quick. Reverend Nathaniel has come.
Woodcarver's bot.
Plan to investigate? Exciting. He died in... But the woodcarver, Eustace the corpse collector, brought us the body. You should speak to him. Saw him just around the corner near... Oh, greetings, your reverence.
Who are these people? I believe I made it clear no one's to be allowed in, under any circumstances.
You did, but they're friends of the deceased. Here to collect the body.
Out of the question. Show them out at once.
As your reverence wishes. Gentlemen, follow me. You shall leave via another route.
Why do you cover for us?
I was covering my own arse. If Reverend Nathaniel had learned someone had entered the morgue, then cut open a corpse without his permission, I'd be in deep trouble. But you didn't give that a thought, did you, Joachim? As ever. Well, while I don't approve of your willfulness, I also wish to see this murderer hang. So, should I learn anything new related to this case, I will let you know.
Thank you.
Might have told me you know that...
I know him, thus I avoid him.
I decide when we're done with this subject.
An old story, but if you insist... The student protests in 1242, you've heard of them? I led them. Hubert, however, denounced me to the authorities. What will you do now?
Plenty of leads. Woodcarver's workshop, the corpse collector who found him, alley where Priscilla was attacked. Got work to do.
As do I. At the hospital. I must return there.
And I'll keep my eye on you.
Youth these days, they're brained, all of them.
Anyone home?
Be gone, or I'll sick me hounds on you.
Relax. I'm here about Fabian Meyer, looking for his killer.
That's altogether different. Sit, you stupid mutts, lie down. Come on then. Slowly now, lest they bite you.
So who might you be?
The Stiff's brother. Gus is the name. We ran a workshop together. Meyer and Meyer.
What'll it be now? Just Meyer?
Name it. I'll be closing it down now. As soon as I find a buyer for this shack, I'll head on to Mahakam. Be near my family, or what's left of it. So, what do you want to know? What can I tell you about Fabian?
Your brother have any enemies? Anyone dislike him? Threaten him, maybe?
'Twas Fabian who threatened this one last. Oh, you were a good dwarf, craftsman like no other. But you were an incorrigible whoremonger as well. Whenever we put a bit of coin aside, I'd say, let's buy some tools, quality timber. No, he grabbed the purse and head out whoring. Took to following one in particular. He'd say, "'Tis all your fault, dirty bitch, human dish rag." And other obscenities. Don't rightly know what that was about. Maybe he was in love with her.
Know where I can find her? This dish rag?
City Cemetery. She died a few days back, quietly in her sleep. Her pont said a fever took her.
Tell me what you know about the murder, in order, in detail.
'Twas like this. Had some work in Oxenford, and I was coming home. Saw a plume of smoke rising over the city. Thought to myself, blast it, gonna miss him burn another hag. But the smoke wasn't coming from Hierarch Square. It was coming from here. You see the soot stains? That's where they burned our sculptures. Folk gathered round the blaze, and found Fabian here beside it. They'd already loaded him on the cart by the time I arrived.
Talk to your neighbors. They see anything suspicious beforehand? Hear anything?
I mean, not to. But even if they had, they'd not have helped. In Novigrad, folk give bleeding orphans in the street a wide berth so as not to stain their poor lanes. They care about some dwarf.
Fine, we've talked enough. Need to look around.
Be my guest. Just beware of the dogs.
Statues of the old gods. Nothing but women. Shapely ones. Bloodstains.
That's where Fabian lay when they found him.
Murderer dragged something heavy. Dragged something across the floor. Statues. Or dragged it from one wall to the other, repeatedly. Mind if I go inside the workshop?
I've not even peeked inside since... since they found Fabian.
Formaldehyde. Doubt Fabian used it.
Aye.
Fine. We've talked enough. Need to look around.
Be my guest.
More bloodstains, but not near enough to say he bled to death. Unless somebody got rid of the blood. Left a few stains behind. Eyes. Humanoid. Completely rotten. Furniture got knocked over. This looks like it was kicked. Nothing here.
Rains. What you got there? Dried mushroom set. Could be some of the market.
All roads lead to
My
Mahak.
husband's a supervisor.
On the road all day now.
What do you want?
Hey, handsome.
A brazier. This time of year? Human.
Grab him!
Priscilla's.
That him.
How am I to know? Watch him, see what he does.
Slaughter the freaks! That's it. Gotta get around him! Help me! Cloudy curses. No! Help me! No! I'll whip your mag off! Help me! Bloody hell!
Think you'll get me too, huh? Up your ass, deviant! Hoes can fight back!
Calm down, I'm not gonna hurt you. What are you...
Getting vengeance. Well, why are you staring? Have you not heard killers always return?
I know.
Fear I can't help you.
You and Priscilla friends?
Friends? Nah. But she saw more than a stupid whore in me. Treated me with respect. I was looking to give her pouring. Agreed to put me in her place.
Sorry to hear that.
You could do worse as work goes. Oh, this did...
Recall any...
They didn't have proper...
Take it. I gotta look around some more.
Oh, my head's ringing. Got a problem?
I know that smell. Formaldehyde. Man's footprint. The murderer's maybe. Weight on his heel. Took a step back.
Oh, what? Got a problem?
A brazier. This time of year?
My strength's gone. Looking to make some coin turn, hey?
Oi, Witcher! Coroner wants to see... Told me to say the main door will be open for...
Means bandits dropped them. Cleaners. Bandits. Can't go out in the streets no more.
You need help.
Before they didn't used to kill women.
All a fire of the king of beggars. You get no mercy no matter.
You, Eustace, the corpse collector?
Aye? How'd you know?
Fourth sense, I think it is. You bring Fabian Meyer's body to the morgue.
Fabian? Oh, yeah, I remember. No ice, no art, one of them, right? No purse neither, as I recall.
You search Fabian?
Well, I cast an eye in his pockets.
I call a spade a spade.
And I call a prick a prick. It's none of your...
Talk. What did you find on him?
I triflings, baubles, gloss-beaded ring, handful of coins, and a lat.
That's human skin. Priscilla. Next victim's name. If you'd given this to the right person, she might not have been hurt.
What the fuck do I care what happens to some Priscilla? We short of wenches in this town. Oi, fucking hell! What was that for?
For everything.
Looking to make some coin turn, hey?
Odd though he is, girls can't seem to look away.
No loitering round here.
Welcome, Master Witcher.
Geralt, right? I'm glad you're here. Held up.
Nice of you, especially given you didn't seem pleased about...
Because you came unannounced and in unfortunate company. I also had... Our spiritual caretaker has...
Let's start.
Gladly. Next, the killer removed the eyes, placed burning coals in the sockets, then
A message from the murderer. The name of his next victim. Patricia Vegelbud.
Do you know her?
Yes. Even went to her estate once with... Gotta find her, now.
Till next time, Master.